All right. Yeah, so I mean, we have the new show name, Intentional Lounging, which I was gonna mention. It looks like we intentionally lounged a little bit too much last week, going 8 and 10.
Yeah.
We're back this week. Love our big three that we just gave out for everybody. So
Hmm.
let's have a good week there. But yeah, this is now, it was Ethan's bench clears. It's now Ethan's only hands. And today we are going to discuss worse endings.
Whew.
And Ben, you told me the order not even 40 minutes ago, and I have forgotten it, but I believe it was Wyatt, you, me.
I believe so.
All right, perfect.
All right, these are best endings as in movies, shows, sporting
Worst
events.
endings.
Worst endings, yes.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, okay. Um, so I'm gonna go with one that's off a little different branch here, and this is the 2020 presidential election. So I actually had a bet
Yeah.
on this as well. I was very upset that my bet didn't win. Also think that bet should have been voided, but let's not get into it. Terrible ending. Let's just say my side didn't win. I'm still a little bitter about it, but primarily because my bet lost.
That's a good
I was
one.
right there with you, my friend. I went to sleep. It was like, boom, money in the bank. Woke up. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Where's no?
Goddamn Georgia.
Thank you to the Canadian books.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a great pick.
I'm gonna go the end of cereal. You're eating a bowl of cereal, you get to the bottom, and then everything's soggy. It's not as good. Everything you're eating, usually that last bite's like the best bite. The bottom of a cone, the sandwich, you're kind of eating around, and you get that nice meaty last bite. It's the worst with cereal.
You seem like the guy
Yeah.
that slurps the bowl when you're done.
Oh God, no! I actually don't drink the milk.
Guilty as
that's
Believe it or
charged.
not.
That's disgusting. That's like one of my pet peeves.
I know it's like really weird, but I'm like the milk's dirty now. Like I'm not gonna drink
Same.
it.
Same.
Really?
I've been eating it
Okay.
all. I'm just like, I'm not drinking that. I have that nice
No.
spoon in that's been in my mouth. No way I'm drinking that.
I will pour
it
a
doesn't make
glass
any
before I
sense,
drink
but-
it.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I literally just had this conversation with my mom yesterday, and she was like, same way. She's like, and to take it a step further, if I have 2 bowls of cereal, she dumps the milk
Okay,
from
I
the
don't
first
do that.
bowl.
I don't
and
do that. I
adds
just
the rest.
reload. I reload. I can't
Oh,
drink like
man.
there's floaties and
Yes!
crap in it.
I
when you're-
love it.
I
I
would
love it.
puke if I did that. I would honestly like I have the weakest stomach. I would puke.
Well, now we
Not
know
as weak
a
as Ben's
punishment.
though. Check that episode a couple weeks back. But
I think Ben would give you a run for weakest stomach, but
yeah,
Yeah.
I puke. Every
Yeah,
time.
my
Yeah,
turn.
I almost puke every time I drink. Like it's bad. I have a weak stomach. So
yeah. Well, those are 2 great picks. Ben, I don't agree with yours, but you thought outside of the box, literally. So I do good picks, but I'll go with a sports one just because we are a sports show. I'm gonna go with the Super Bowl. I should have gotten the number. I don't have it on me, but Seattle and New England
Yeah.
when Malcolm Butler not pick six, but interception at the goal line. I think America as a whole, I was a big Seahawks guy at this time. I loved Russell Wilson. I think Legion of Boom, everyone was kind of rooting for.
Yeah.
No one wanted Brady to get another ring, unless you're a Patriots fan. Yeah, and I mean, you gotta insert the Richard Sherman face, just completely disgusted with that play. A lot has come out about that team now and kind of that play in general, but yeah, just a really gross way for that Super Bowl to end. Horrible play call. Like I said, I was kind of on the Steelers or the Seahawks train at the time, but I'm glad I wasn't like truly a Seahawks fan. I would have been gutted.
Yeah.
Oh God, if that were Detroit, oh my God, brutal.
yeah, that was a good ending for me because I was a Pat fan. Obviously, my boy, best quarterback ever. What college did he go to? Michigan, of course. So that was a good ending for me. Never a doubt.
Never a doubt.
Why it's all about his happy endings.
Love a good happy ending.
And then I'm going to go to a movie, which I don't believe it's super popular, so there's a great chance you guys haven't seen it. It's called Knowing. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Nicolas
Wahlberg?
Cage.
Oh, Nick Cage. Okay.
You've seen it, Ben?
I've seen
Yeah.
it, yeah.
You both seen it?
I like
Yeah,
Nick
I mean,
Cage.
oh, I love Nick Cage. And I thought the movie was fantastic. For those that don't know, it's basically like numbers keep like popping up places, and they basically figure out that these numbers are dates of tragic events happening, and they're able to go back and kind of figure out how to stop these events and blah blah blah. Just like really solid movie in my opinion. And then it's just this huge build up to the end. You're just trying to figure out, what's happening in the end. I mean, I don't want to give away the ending, but I guess I have
Yeah.
to.
Yep.
It ends up just being aliens. It's just like a complete cop out. You literally figure it out, and then it's like end scene, movie's over. Just really felt like they spent a ton of time putting effort into this movie, and then they're like, "Shit, we said we were getting this out in a week, and we haven't even come up with our ending yet."
Yeah.
Like, screw it, aliens, throw it in there. Let's get it out to the public. So yeah, a really disappointing ending to what I thought had potential to be like a really, really, really good movie. And it still was a good movie, but tough ending.
I agree, man. I agree. I got a lot on here, so I hope we can go 4. I have the movie Would You Rather. Have you guys seen that one?
Scary movie?
Yeah, I think it's considered like a thriller.
Dude, I just watched that like 2 weeks ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why? I don't want to ruin it for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
But the entire movie, it's basically like a big game of Would You Rather, but they actually have to do the stuff. So, like, I think Sasha Grey's in it. She gets her head, like, she basically gets drowned. I think there's, like, a whole bunch of crazy stuff. In the end, basically, the girl that she's doing it all to win money for, like, her brother with cancer, right, Ethan?
Yep.
And so the entire movie, like, let's say if it's 60 minutes, 59 minutes of it is just this and her going through all this torture to get the money. She gets home. Brother committed suicide, killed himself. So it was all for nothing.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad ending.
It's
I
heart-wrenching.
didn't know it was a comedy.
Oh my god. Yeah, that cast is like all over the place.
Oh, dude, it's
They have
wild.
they have Ricky from Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
Just kills me, man. In a serious movie, and his Canadian accent still comes out, and I just
Yeah.
die. Then they have the dad from Home Alone. Just
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
It really is like that. And then like Brittany Snow seemed like a pretty big actor for that type of movie.
right.
It's all over the place.
It is.
okay. Okay, I'll go with one of the more popular shows, Game of Thrones.
Yep.
You guys watch that one? First of all, the last season was garbage, and
Yep.
the last season finale of the series season finale was trash. So I don't want to spoil anything, but terrible. Like there was such high hopes, and it was just a terrible ending to my favorite show of all time. So Game of Thrones. Yeah, it was lazy. It was lazy, and they got so much money they could have easily made a couple more seasons or drawn it out a little bit more, and they were done. So Game of Thrones. And then are we going 3 or 4?
We'll do 4.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'll do one, and it is, I believe, the 6 or 7 year anniversary of this. Actually, today, I'm not mistaken. I think I saw it on Twitter, and that is Michigan State. I don't even want to talk about it. I put myself in a working drying machine when this game ended. I put myself in a drying machine and turned it on. Terrible. I'll never forget that day. I can't believe I'm still alive after that game. Terrible.
I unfortunately will never remember that day.
I am all over the place on mine, so I'm glad I get a little bit of all of it in. How about the ending of the Bible? Is there any other book that says that everybody's going to die? A prophecy about here? All these like creatures and demons and all this type of stuff. Revelations, man. That's one of a kind.
I got so bored in church that I just read the book of Revelations every time during the sermons because
that's where shit gets real.
It's a science fiction.
It seems
it's a
like
seven-headed dragon. Yeah, it's not. It's a great book.
Great book.
It definitely makes you freaks you out a little bit.
It does.
Yeah. I think those are all metaphors, right? They have to be.
Some of them gotta be.
Yeah, but who knows?
All righty. I'm gonna struggle thinking of a fourth one. I needed to not take that nap and look deeper, but for my third, I will go and this could be multiple different athletes. I'm gonna go Tom Brady's career. And this could have been like Michael Jordan. This could have been Jerry Rice. Just a number of these players that don't know when to call it quits. But Tom Brady was the most recent, so I will go with him here. Obviously won the Super Bowl, had some great years in Tampa, and then retired, came out of retirement for one last hurrah. Lost me a shit ton of money, couldn't cover spreads, couldn't win games, limped to a divisional win just to get massacred in the playoffs by the Cowboys, who I believe was a team he had never lost to, I want to say. So, yeah, just tough ender to a great career for Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Just not realizing Tom Brady made my list twice here, kind of.
Yeah,
But
he did.
yeah, wish he would have called it just a year earlier and way on top.
Yeah. I sent you my list if you wanted to steal something on it, Ethan.
Yeah, actually, I do have another one. And I'm gonna give out the TV show Lost.
Yeah.
And I can't even say this for myself because I never made it to the end of Lost. However, I just know everyone hated the ending. Just a great show that lasted, God, I don't know how long. Like what felt like 10 years probably. Just kept going. Kind of same with Knowing. It just felt like they got too wrapped up in the show, didn't know when to quit, and then they're like, man, we've like got ourselves in a pickle. Like, how do we explain all this? And then they just I think at the end just kind of said it was all a dream type deal. Or like they all died in the initial plane crash, and it was all like, yeah. I can't fully remember, but yeah, bad ending. Should have wrapped it up way earlier.
Totally agree. I'm gonna go the end of the weekend. End of the weekend, end of a vacation,
beautiful.
Man.
Beautiful.
I mean, you start getting that feeling, like Saturday evening when that night game's about to start, like, dang, like it's over now. Like I gotta go back on Monday. End of vacation, it's so hard coming back.
Bro,
that should
have been the first overall.
Yeah, that's a great one. I can't believe we let that go to the 4th round.
Oh man, that. Yeah, I get it every week. Every week I feel like that.
Yeah.
That's the pick of the draft. My last one is more funny. Have you guys ever seen the movie I Am Legend?
Oh yeah.
Will Smith with the zombie movie. So you know how it ends. He takes her grenade and sacrifices himself in the basement, and the mother or the girl and the little child get away. So we were watching this on TV, like late, like I don't know, we were like 6th grade at like a buddy's house, sleeping at his place, and I guess we were on the alternative ending. We didn't know this, so we're watching this, and like Will Smith comes out, shakes hands with the zombies. Everyone goes their separate ways. They live separately, zombies and humans. It's the alternative ending of I Am Legend. They make up. He literally shakes the main zombie's hand.
What?
And we thought we were high. We were like, what the hell is going on? This is not how it ends. But yeah, check out the alternative ending of I Am Legend if you don't believe me, because it is the worst ending I've ever seen in my life.
You better start listening to the Bettor and Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome to Bettor and Green, eh? To Bettor and Green, eh? To Bettor and Green, eh? Listening to cash out, that's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover old spot from the bottom to the top. Hey, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome to our podcast, Bettor and Green.